Good morning. Good morning. We are live for the Coffee Chat Show. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. We're back. Took a little break last week. How is everybody doing? Wait for everyone to catch up with the fact that we are live and online. You know, I'm going to shut this fan off over my head. All right. Good morning, people. Good morning, Christina, Miranda, Raquel. Hello, everybody. Tracy, good morning. We'll let everyone catch up with the fact that we're live and online. Good morning, Lisa. Hello. All right. An hour ago, I had no idea what I was going to talk about, nor was I in the mood to do this. But here I am, filled with vibrancy. Good morning, Emily. I shook myself out of my apathy. All right. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Dodie. Good morning. Yes, last Saturday, I had taken most of the week off from work, and so last Saturday, I just decided to take a break. Sometimes, you know, I do this every Saturday morning. I've been doing this for almost since 2014, a really long time. So every once in a while, I'm like, I just want my Saturday back. But then I feel guilty that I don't do the show. Good morning, Heather. Good morning, everybody. Millie. All right, we're going to start the audio rendition. So for those of you that don't know, this is a live, free show every Saturday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. If you want to find out about us or me or anything, you can go to thecoffeechatshow.com. You can click the bio link. You can click my media room link. You can find out everything you want to know. This is my give back vehicle. I actually have several full-time jobs, and I'm a consultant. I'm a certified professional coach. I'm a certified everything disc practitioner. I'm all kinds of different things in the corporate world. And here, I'm just the working warrior mom, just designed to share with you what I've learned in my 21 years of being a working single mom and building companies and coming from a hugely dysfunctional upbringing and turning that around. So lots of different things to share. Dolly's asking me, am I on today? And yes, I'm here, Dolly. So I'm just answering. That's one of my mom's oldest friends. She watches the Coffee Chat Show every Saturday morning, which is super sweet. My mom passed away in 2020. So I'm always conscious of being good to her friends. Okay, so yes, Tracy, I turned on the podcast. I've been known to do the whole Coffee Chat Show, you guys, and then say, oh shit, I forgot to turn on the audio. We record the audio, we put it up on podcast. So if you miss a show, not only, Janet, not only are they on the site, but they also are, you know, you can podcast and listen to them on audio, like if you're at the beach or if you're driving or something like that. So you can catch it on video, you can catch it on audio. You can catch us everywhere, here, there, and everywhere, on a bus, on a train, on a plane even. All right. Good morning, Melissa. So let's just dig in. Before I took a little break last week, I was asking you what now for your life. If you're new to the show, kind of how this works is we tell you at the beginning of the year, grab a notebook for this year's Coffee Chat shows. And because there'll always be something that you want to jot in your notebook. And lots of times I'll say, grab your notebook and write this in there and think about this question through the week. One of the things that you're going to see a couple different things going forward. One, you're going to see that we actually are going to have a theme for the month for Coffee Chat. And we'll publish the dates because probably every 3 months or so I'll take a Saturday off. So we're going to put out a calendar that will give you the dates and the topic for the month. I'm not going to make topics for the week because we're going to like have a theme for the month and then we're going to talk about things that back up to that theme. Then we're going to have this thing called the monthly blueprint that you can download and you can kind of fill in for yourself, and it will be like an addition to your notebook. It will give you a place to make some goals for the month and some things that you want to be thinking about for the month. So we're going to kind of run it more like a workshop so that you can get more out of it. Still totally free. All the downloads are free, all of that. Just going to kind of clean up the format a little bit. Tracy's saying we're going to stop flying by the seat of our pants. I've been flying by the seat of my pants with this show since 2014, and we haven't done so bad. We're just going to start being a little bit more intentional now about it. You will also see content now that is being done by me specifically. So if it's got my black and white photo, you'll know that that is a message coming directly from me. And I always usually sign, my stuff on the Facebook page. So I'm trying to put up one of those posts a day. They'll go up between 6 and 7 a.m. every morning. So make sure you catch those, because that's kind of just a little, think of it as a mini coffee chat show convo, a couple paragraphs that I'm actually pretty much doing them every morning, thinking about, what might serve you guys for the day as a message. So again, a picture of me that's in black and white with the Working Warrior Mom logo signed by me. That is content coming directly from me. And I'm actually getting up early and doing that myself, that piece of content. So something to look for. You'll also start to see some more video. And we are also going to start doing a special edition of the Coffee Chat Show once a month called the Coffee Chat Show Roundtable, the evening edition. And in there, I'm going to bring in some people with me, some other coaches, some fitness specialists, some financial people, different topics that might be helpful to you guys that we're going to talk about in a round table situation. And that will be an evening edition of the Coffee Chat Show once a month. We'll publish a schedule for that as well. And then lastly, the third book is coming out, Practical Change Volume 3. My View from Here, it's called. It's another anthology. I think you guys are really going to like it. We're going to release it for my mother's birthday, September 28th. Special offer here. We are looking for 50 people to review the book on Amazon the day that we launch it. So that means that you would get the super secret draft file in email. You will get a special autographed edition when it's published from me with a note thanking you. And you will also get a t-shirt and some swag. So if you want to be in our 50-person group, please email me. And Tracy will post my address. Noelle, Janet, yes, I do want a financial person at the round table. And so email me, because I will use you for that. And any of you also who are listening, if you have specializations, things that you specialize in, any topic that you think our audience of women would be interested in, please do email me and we'll bring you in as a guest on that round table evening edition. Email Tracy or I. Tracy is dropping our email addresses. You can also find that in the Contact Us on thecoffeechatshow.com. So again, I need 50 people that are going to promise me that you will review the book on the day that we launch it. According to our social media marketing team, it's really important that you do what you say. If you say you're going to review it, that you actually do review it. It will help what we're trying to do with the book. The reason that we're publicizing this book a lot more than the others is because 75% of any profit, any money that's made from this is going to my foundation, which is called A Generous Heart. And I fund young literacy programs for small community libraries. And right now I've been working with the community in which I live, and I would like to expand that to a couple of other communities. And in order to do that, I want to flood, some more money into the nonprofit. Right now it's funded solely by me. And reviewers can be outside of the U.S., I believe. As long as you can get into Amazon and review it, I don't see why you have to be in the U.S. Janet says she'll be one of the 50. So please email us if you want to be one of the 50 people. You'll get the super secret squirrel version draft. When it's done, it'll be done soon. So Melissa says she'll be one of the reviewers. All right, guys, please email us, okay, if you want to, because we'll be communicating with you via email for this whole little project of the 50 reviewers. And we'll give you a free swag bag. You know, you'll get t-shirt. I might have some hats done. We'll do some cool stuff. You'll also get a special autograph version of the printed book. And you will you'll get the draft book ahead of time so that you can review it on the day that it launches. Again, we are going to launch, we backed it up. We were going to do it for my birthday, August 25th. The media folks are telling me they would like 60 days to prepare the campaign. So we're backing it up to my mother's birthday. It will be 2 years since my mother passed away. She passed away the day after my birthday, August 26th in 2020. So we will launch the book as a nod to her on her birthday, which is September 28th, 2022, which is obviously the year that we're in. All right, let's dig into the topic. So I asked you a few weeks ago, what now? What is your next thing? What is the idea that you have for yourself? What now? Because prior to that, we were talking about old stories and how to get rid of those old stories that don't serve you anymore. And we were talking about, creating new stories for yourself. And I talked to you about Kendra Hall's new book. And I recommended that to you. So now I want to talk to you about your vision. I published a post yesterday and you can find it on the page. And it says, what's your vision? What this means is it's kind of like a manifestation list, but it's really kind of like your vision statement for your life over, let's say, what's your vision for your life for the next 1 to 5 years? What is your vision for yourself? Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? Do you want to build a business? Do you want to lose 20 pounds? Do you want to be healthier? Do you want to be more vibrant? Do you want to have a different job? Do you want to have a relationship? Do you want to get out of a relationship that you're in? Do you want to buy a house? Not just the mechanical, materialistic stuff about like what you want and what you want to create. So yes, it's income levels and deliverables as in, jobs, houses, computers, whatever. But it's also your vision for yourself. Anything is possible here. When you're getting ready to write yourself a new story and write new stories about your life, the slate is clean. All right. Now, as a tool to prompt yourself into writing this and put it in front of your face, I found on Amazon this is like an easel pad, they call it, and it's a giant Post-it note, right? See? It's just like a clear blank. So I'm suggesting that you grab yourself a piece of paper or this thing. I think it was like $16 on Amazon. And it's a giant Post-it pad. And you can write on there, my vision, and then you can fill that in, right? Awesome blank space. And then you can stick it like you would a Post-it note. Can stick it anywhere. It comes with these, sticky tab things. Stick it up on the wall, and then it also it's a pad, so you can rip off a page if you want to recreate the vision, next month, whatever. I have a whiteboard. I guess I don't have my whiteboard in my office anymore. I used to have a whiteboard on the wall, but I thought this thing was cool because you can stick it anywhere. And you can also write on it right here instead of having to write on a board. So just kind of a cool way to start creating your vision for yourself. This is one of those questions that you need to live into for a while. And I'm going to do it with you. Usually when I suggest something to you, I'm also doing it right along with you. This question backs up to what do I want? So if you have the notebook, Tracy's saying we could stick that board on the bathroom mirror. If you have a notebook for the Coffee Chat Show and you did write in it, what now? Or what do I want? This goes along with what's my vision. Now, here's the thing about vision. If you're a prayerful person at all, you know that there's a quote in the Bible that says something along the lines of, without vision, the people will perish. When you don't have a higher idea for your life, then your manifestation level and attraction point stays here, which is your set point. So it stays at your set point when you don't have a vision for anything higher, when you don't have a stretch vision, a plan of how you want to go beyond where you are now. There's nothing pulling you forward into the future. The thing about manifestation lists and vision statements, and it's like when a company has a vision statement, that's what they aspire to. They aspire to be that company that holds that vision. Delta Hire, I'm the CEO of Delta Hire. The vision for Delta Hire is to change and transform workplaces and humanity one workplace at a time. So we have a huge, big, crazy vision that we want to make workplaces better. And you know, our way to do that is one person at a time, right? One person that gets placed in a job, one person that gets leadership consulting. And of course I wrote the vision, so you know me, I want to change the world for the better. So it's a big vision. The point is, it gives you something to live into, right? If you have a huge vision for yourself, if you say, I want to, you know, make a dent in young literacy, which is a vision for myself. I want to teach children to love to read, because when you love to read, anything is possible for you. And if you have a circumstance that you're sitting in that's unfavorable, you know, a book is your quickest way to imagine yourself out of where you are now. Or it's the quickest way to learn a new tool or a new skill. With an education, nobody can take that away from you. When you educate yourself and read and read and read and learn, no one can take that from you. And it doesn't matter what economic world you come from, you can read and get books. That's what libraries are for. One of the things we do with the young literacy is I fund the library to be able to give books to the kids to take home and keep. Because I think teaching a child the value of building their own library is huge. If you saw my house and the books that I literally still order almost weekly, if you saw the stack in my sitting room, you would... I definitely have a problem. I definitely have a book addiction, and yeah. So your vision is what's going to pull you forward into your future. Your vision is what's going to call you up higher. Your vision for your life it becomes your driving force. So it's important. It's important for you to take the time to think about what you want to create for yourself versus what you're sitting in the middle of. Your vision calls you forward into the future. So it's worth it to take some time to think about, what do you really want and what is your vision for your life? Because most people don't really have an answer to that question. They might say, oh, I want a better job, or I want a bigger house. Okay, but I mean, that's all great. I'm not saying don't want that. What's your legacy going to be? What is your vision? What do you want to contribute to humanity? Like think about what your bigger calling is, or what you want your bigger purpose to be, and then wrap your vision around that. That's the kind of stuff that pulls you forward into the future. That's the kind of stuff that gets you out of bed in the morning when you don't feel like it. You know, what I do here with you guys, that's part of my vision. My vision is to help as many people as possible understand that possibility exists. That really is like, you know, that's my driving thing, to teach people that possibility exists. So this morning when I woke up and I absolutely didn't feel like doing coffee chat and I just wasn't interested, that vision that I have of helping all of you in whatever way I can, just putting this content out there for free and hoping that whoever needs to hear it on whatever given day falls upon it and it makes a difference. That's what pulled me up this morning and into the shower and got me excited about what can we talk about. That's the kind of thing that I think everybody I think it would benefit you to have that. I think it would benefit you to think out bigger than just your tiny scope of like, oh my God, my vision is to pay the rent this month. It's like, come on. Having a vision that's that small is going to keep you small. Big, bold vision and ideas and manifestation thoughts and all of that, right? That is, that's what's going to drive you forward into the future. Priscilla, someone's saying they do reading classes on Saturdays. Priscilla, I'd love for you to email me and tell me about that. If you need books for the kids or anything like that, so drop me a note. If any of you work with libraries and different things like that, like we'd love to hear about what you're doing. If you're volunteering at the library, helping kids learn to read or whatever, we'd love to hear about where those libraries are, what resources they have available for children. My vision for A Generous Heart is that we get bigger and that we're able to help more kids with the young literacy stuff. We're also doing Revealing Leaders programs where we're going to start teaching leadership skills to high school students for free, doing seminars. I'm not sure how we're going to put it together yet. So if any of you work with a high school in any state in the United States, if you're a guidance counselor or a teacher, good morning, Angie and Lynn. And if you think that, we could serve by coming on site and doing something, some kind of leadership seminar or workshop for the kids that you have your hands on, please write to me. Delta Hire, which is the company that I am the CEO for, we're interested in seeing how we can extend the Revealing Leaders nonprofit arm to do some work with high school students, younger kids, and teach them about leadership skills. So if any of you, there's thousands of you that watch this show. So if anybody's a high school guidance counselor or a librarian or anything like that, start writing to us and telling us what you're up to. We want to expand. I want to expand my vision for what we're doing with the younger generation. I think that teaching reading skills and leadership skills are extremely important for lots of different reasons. So, all that being said, my message to you this morning is simple, pretty much. What's your vision for your life? What do you want? What are you going to be about? And it doesn't have to be a huge vision. It could be like, I want to build a soccer team here in my town, or I just want to, I'm making quilts and I'm donating them to the American Cancer Society or whatever. Like, it doesn't have to be a huge vision. It can be a vision for you within your community, a vision for you and your family. It's whatever feeds your soul. It's whatever you feel called to do. All of us have a calling. We all have something that we're called to do. And the world needs more visionaries. The world needs more leaders, fearless, daring leaders willing to step up and do what they feel like they were called to do. Get into the arena and get dirty. Stop worrying about what people will say about you, what they'll think about you. I stopped worrying about that a long time ago. And granted, it still runs through my head about like, oh my God, what will people... But you know what? Oh well. If you're going to be in the arena of life, if you're going to get in there and play hard, if you're going to roll up your sleeves and get into the dirt, you're going to get your ass kicked. It's okay. You're going to get back up and you're going to keep going. And you know what? You don't have to listen to anyone's judgments or opinions. If they're not in the arena, if they're not playing full out, if they're not in there, if they're just in the cheap seats, like giving, telling you what's wrong with you, tell them thanks, but no thanks. Tell them thanks, but no thanks. You don't have to listen to the critics that aren't playing at your level. They're inconsequential to you. Katie says she's supporting women getting back to their true self through massage and energy healing. Katie, that's great. I love that. So start thinking about your vision. We're going to talk more about, we're always talking about how to bring your life from where it is now to where you want it to go, how to create the life that you want rather than the one you're settling for. It's time for you to go big. Go big or go home. What do you have to lose? If you create some crazy, amazing vision, like, what do you have to lose? If that ends up drawing you forward into the future, like, how is the universe going to bless you with crazy big things if you can only ask for enough money to pay your rent? Like, then that's all you'll get. It's time to go bigger. I'm going bigger. I'm stretching out. I don't like posting those photos of myself. Like, my media people are telling me that people need to get to know me personally a little bit better, because I only do like the personal stuff in the show. I don't like make a big deal out of putting that up. And so I'm willing to step out of my comfort zone and do that, you know, one post 5 days a week type of thing. That's not super comfortable for me, to be honest with you. I'm not super comfortable with making a big deal out of promoting the book, because usually I just write books because I like to, and then I put them out there, and then you guys, you know, buy a couple thousand of them, and then I just leave it. But we've never actually tried to promote the book. So we're doing that because we're going to use any money made to fund the young literacy stuff, and I think it's important. Lynn Marie says she loves the new photos. Yeah, Lynn, that's me. I don't know if you came in a little late. That's me doing that. So if you see a post with my photo in black and white, you'll know that that is actually me writing that post for you pretty much on the daily basis. I'm doing them in the morning or the night before for the next morning. So that's my personal message to you 5 days a week on the daily is those posts. And that's how you'll know that it's me doing them, is it's my photo. We're doing a black and white rendition of photos with the logo. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Really dig into this. I recommend this giant Post-it note board from Amazon. I'm going to write on there my vision. I'm going to work with my own vision this week, and I'm going to share some of that with you next week on the show. So dig in. You know, we've got half the year left. What's it going to be? Raise the bar. Time to play bigger. Time to figure out what you're here for. Everybody's got a purpose, be it in, you know, big or small. Your purpose is important, and for you to live into your vision and into your purpose, that's what's going to enliven you, energize you, and pull you forward into your future. So it's important. All right, you guys have a great week. I'm going to shut the podcast down here, and our Facebook fam will see you next Saturday morning at 8:30.